Alrighty guys, today we'll be showcasing the brand new SP buff for my boy Kamo. This dude, I can't lie, is probably the best blue debuffer in the game currently. I think he's better than blue Inumaki. He's insane, right? So obviously I've got him all maxed out, both SP buff skills done. Firstly, this one, right? This slicing exorcism, okay? So it costs 15 curse energy, and what it does is debuff, right? So it's obviously AoE, which is actually really massive, and then it will apply 20% blue attribute damage taken increase for 4 turns, okay? So obviously stack that, you can get around 60, 80, whatever, right? Let's just say 80%, okay, for 4 turns. And then if you're in the skill 2 state, which is the flowing red scale state, it will increase by up to 50%. So in theory, boys, we're hitting like upwards of like 150 to like 200-ish % damage taken increase for, you know, blue attacks, right? Which is actually just insane. And then put that on top of the fact that Kamo has increased stats and all that, and obviously his ult does damage, you know, to AoE and all that. Skill 1's something crazy, but then his skill 2, right, is obviously his flowing red scale state. It can only be used after 5 turns of battle, and then what happens is he gets all these buffs, right? So he gets 40% damage don't increase, and then it would go max 50. That's gonna be when it's removed. He's gonna, okay, yeah. So he's gonna have 40% damage taken increase. Sorry, damage dealt increase, 80% PT increase, and 80% CT increase. 25% damage taken decrease, and then for each effect, if he has more curse energy, it will apply the effect a bit higher, right? So if he has high curse energy, he'll get a little bit more buffs, right? So overall, this guy's gonna be doing like actually just insane debuff numbers. If I had a dupe on him, he'd be even better, but I don't. But it's still fine. So pretty much, right, he's like what blue Inumaki does with this. It's pretty much the exact same, you know, with 50 scaling as well, but this is single target, right? And Kamo, not only in my opinion does a little bit more damage, but his AoE, right? So he's just gonna be doing a lot more for the team. For that Sukuna ult as well, really helpful, right? So we're taking them on tower. I've got this team right here. So before we get any further, please be sure to black flash the like button for more content. Road to 1K, and I'll see you guys in the battle. Alright guys, so as I said, we're on 464 of tower, and what we want to do here is take out this little thing first, because he gets buff when this one dies. So I want this guy gone, okay? So right now, it doesn't really matter too much what we do. We can just tailwind it. It doesn't matter too much. With Gojo, obviously, I want to get the ult. So we're going to just spam skill 2 the whole time. Get the crits going and all that. And as you can see here, Kamo, he can't actually use this state until he, you know, has 5 turns passed. So right now, we're just going to debuff. Doesn't matter, obviously, because it's AoE anyway. But right now, it's going to be 20%. And this dude doesn't like really run out of curse energy that much, because in his passive he does get curse energy, and here as well he gets it too. So it's not really an issue for him. It's usually okay, right? So let's just do that. And then with Sukuna, obviously just start up the pride stacking alongside the crit increases and all that. And then as we just keep on going throughout the fight, we should be getting, you know, ult gauge up and all that. And then very quickly, like you will see, just the power of Kamo. He's actually insane. So, alrighty, so that's actually really good. Just all on Gojo, very nice. That's fine. Alrighty, so now we'll just keep on doing this. I think even maybe the crit rate stuff shouldn't be too bad. We'll do that now. And then again, we'll just use skill 3, might as well. And then just skill 2 on Sukuna. And again, like as I said before, he's pretty much just Inumaki, but AoE, which I personally prefer. So you can have Inumaki in the backup slot, or even like Ghetto. Doesn't matter too much, just someone like that. And like honestly, this blue team has reached a whole nother level. Like I still have Domain Gojo here, but you know, he's just, you know, just built different, bro. He's always gonna belong here, even if he's not a blue character. But other than that, like Momo is still very good. Once we get like a proper SR blue healer, not like the blue Shoko that's, you know, an SR, an actual one, this team's gonna just, you know, just keep on evolving. It's gonna be crazy. So next turn I reckon we just use the skill 3 on Sukuna, and then we're pretty much chilling. And our health right now and everyone's kind of insane too, so we've got very good numbers right now. This dude just please target the right people and we're good. Okay, not ideal that, but we have the Momo memory, so that's fine. Just do that. We should get domain hopefully next turn if we crit, but other than that, let's just do that and we'll get the first skill 3 with Sukuna off. We'll have half the pride buff, which is always nice. Okay, we have domain too, which is really helpful. And I could just save Momos, or I could just use it now. Really, it doesn't really matter too much because we're gonna get the stun for 3 turns anyway. Maybe I'll just hold it if I'm being honest. Oh, I can use that now in the one more turn. Okay, I reckon we're just gonna send it. Oh, but it's not really like much point though, is there? Yeah, we'll just hold it honestly, and then we'll get this out. We'll get domain, get one more of you out, and then let's start just doing that again. And then come next turn, we can activate Kamo's little state, get the debuffs in, and then ult at the end, and that's gonna be pretty much wraps. Hopefully, right? Obviously, I'm not sure if we'll kill, but it should be pretty close. Like, he's not max level, but he's got his, obviously, his SP buff skills maxed, and all his, you know, all his grades done, all his SP board done. So he's in a very good spot right now. It doesn't get much better than what I've got him on right now, but obviously we're still gonna need a few of the debuffs. So I don't want to ult until I have all those ready. So we are like a turn behind, but again, it shouldn't matter too much. Okay, so we should have like 2 domain turns left. So what we're gonna do here is, okay, 2, right? Yeah, okay. So let's just, I can honestly, we can just do that now. Do that. Then we'll get one of these off. Obviously, it's for 4 turns. You can get 3 normally, but we're not gonna get all the stacks, unfortunately, because yeah, we're gonna have to, you know, just do it sooner because Sukuna. But it's alright. I guess we don't need an ult then. We can just do another skill 3, I guess. Yeah, we'll just do another skill 3. So what we're gonna do here is, okay, this guy's definitely dead. So let's go for a tailwind. Let's go for, I guess, you again. We'll do another one of you. So they're like at like 100% damage taken increase right now, and then plus domain. It's gonna be a blood buff, bro. Watch this. Watch this. Okay. Gojo's gonna leave, but we are gonna get Inumaki in, so it's not really a big deal. You're right there. That was almost a mil in damage, by the way. Like, that was actually kind of crazy. But Sukuna's hitting, as you can see, some very high numbers. That's actually kind of crazy. Okay, no break, obviously, but that's fine. Sukuna's gonna have his 2 little skill, his 1 skill 2, then his few little skill 1s. I can do one more of these, and we'll ult, I think. So let's do one more, and then we're gonna do that, and then we'll ult with Kamo, and then at the same time, we're gonna do Sukuna little skill 3, and we should be laughing, boys. Let's see. Okay, and like, as you can see as well, like, the team's surviving very nicely. We're not really having much issues in terms of like the damage being, you know, too much for us. We're pretty okay right now. Okay, so he's from Marcelo. As you can see, he's got all those buffs, and then he obviously has a lot of, you know, buffs too. And then here, there's gonna be, yeah, okay, so for ourselves, that's 30 right now. So, obviously, I think it's the more turns left on the flowing red is the higher the buff, right? So we're at 30, 60. Okay, we're at 3, 6, 9, 12. Yeah, so we're at 120%. And then obviously we have the laceration stuff too. And then also extra 30. So we're at 15, 18. Okay, we're at 180%. Bro, I don't see Inumaki doing that. Like, I'm being real. I just don't. Like, I don't see it. So let's get the first one of this off, I guess. Doesn't really hurt to do that. Oh, do we have a pride active on you still? We don't. Okay, oh, do we? Okay, let's actually just do this now and do pride with a double stack. That'll be a lot better, I think. But Kamo should be able to break here. I reckon he definitely will. He does do actually like some okay damage. Yeah, enough for the break. Did what he had to. So yeah, like as a debuffer, actually insane. His damage is pretty nice too, especially on his like on his flame red scale state skill 3s. He's hitting some nice numbers, bro. So let's just keep on spamming these now. We'll go, oh, let's actually activate that again, and we'll do this. I don't know how close this will be to a kill, but we're gonna have some nice debuffs on him too. So this will do some very nice damage, I think. So let's see. Oh, I thought we'd be higher, but it's alright. So we have a bit of like a reset here, I guess. So we can just do 4 more stacks of this now, and then we're gonna be in a pretty good spot. So, oh no, let's just do that. Yeah, let's just do those, and then when we're at max debuff with Kamo, even better, right? So again, let's just keep going and see how high we can get. Okay, so might want to just do that now, actually. Do that again, and do that again. And then, yeah, we'll just keep on spamming these. And then at the 4th turn, we'll do the Synchronous Skill 3 and see how that goes. Alrighty, so if you guys haven't already, be sure to black flash like button for my boy Kamo. Underrated SP buff. This guy's buffs are actually, or like, I guess debuffs rather, are actually insane. I highly recommend getting this guy done. I'd probably put him over Junpei, to be honest. A bit more versatile, I think. Junpei is only really helpful in certain tower floors, but Kamo is like all-rounder, just a great blue character to have. So as you can see here, there's a lot. Okay, I'll count that like next turn, but this looks kind of crazy, bro. I can't lie. And with the Inumaki as well, don't sleep on my boy. He's doing higher than Sukuna right now, so I'm very impressed. I'm honestly very impressed. Okay, obviously no ult, but that's alright. We'll get this out now. We'll get this. Okay, I think. Okay, yeah, and then we'll get this. So I don't imagine we like almost kill here, hopefully, but we're at 25, 50, 80, 110, 135, 160, 195, 225, 250, 275, 305, 335 percentage taken increase. Bro, that's actually insane, bro. Did you guys like read that, or did you guys hear that, bro? 300%. That's like domain Gojo numbers. What? Take a bow for my boy Kamo. That's actually insane, bro. Inumaki's hitting those numbers too because of all the debuffs. That's actually crazy. Okay, Sukuna's not gonna kill, but Kamo might get the last laugh, boys. I can't lie. It might be Kamo, boys. Alrighty, so now we're gonna go for a smash it. We'll just do that, and then let's do this, and we should win here. If we don't, I'm gonna cry, but we should win. Come on, my boy Kamo. Oh yes, oh yes. It can't be any more poetic than that, bro. Boys, Kamo might be the new GOAT. I can't lie. Kamo might be the new GOAT. He did, okay, half a Sukuna's damage, but he did what he had to. He did a lot of debuffing. So, boys, take a round of applause for Kamo. He did an exceptional job in that stage. That's all from me, boys. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to black flash that bunch of content, and comment down below how good you think Kamo is. I think he's like top 2 SP buff. He's actually insane. I love this guy. But again, that's all from me. Stay tuned for my uploads coming up this week. Got some bangers dropping for you boys, but that's all from me. I'll see you guys later. Peace.